Corona, it is that time. Let's go ahead and do a Punisher Max review, y'all. So this is Up is Down and Black is White, and it starts off with Nikki Cavella pissing on the Punisher's grave. And yeah, hell of a way to start it off, but yeah, Nikki is fucking crazy, and he's back looking for, I guess, some type of vengeance or revenge against the Punisher. He's putting a team together. He's getting these other mafioso guys. Not the same ones from the last time, because the Punisher wiped them out. He took a lot of them out, but he's getting the new guys in there to help him go and take him down. He also has Pitsy's sister with him, so a little bit of someone from the past that he's bringing, but not really him, because, you know, Punisher took him out last issue. And yeah, that's pretty much the first issue, is setting up what's going to happen. And Frank is seen looking at, of course, Nikki Cavella pissing on his family's grave. And it's just like, why would the news even put that out? Why would the news put that out and show it and do all that? Like, you wanted him to go crazy. You really, really fucking did. And it's not even gonna take that much for the Punisher to go crazy. But yeah, they really did. Catherine O'Brien is able to escape from jail. They was trying to set her up because those girls wanted her. Gee, good God, did they want her? I mean, I heard it kind of goes down in the female jail like that, but you know, Catherine O'Brien was beating their ass. But sad thing is, since I'm going to give y'all, of course, a little behind the scenes, we only had one voice actress, and then another one comes in. We had 3 Catherine O'Briens. The one from the first one in the beginning I could not get in touch with. Then we had another one, and we had to replace the other one. So we had 3 different ones. And yeah, so just giving you the behind the scenes on that. And Catherine O'Brien's able to get out and escape jail, of course, but we'll get to that in a little bit. As for the next issue is, of course, Nikki's backstory. Nikki Cavella's, how he killed his father, how he was fucking his aunt, how just how he was brought up, and he was fucking crazy. He was fucking nuts. He was killing people at a young age, this, that, and the other. I mean, he was fucking full-blown psychopath. Nikki Cavella was fucking crazy, y'all. And showing him how he rose up in the ranks as well, and eventually how he had to leave New York. And they took his privileges away, and eventually he came back, of course, when the Punisher was causing all types of havoc. But they give you the whole history, backstory of him, and how he is the way he is. And he's basically just a person who just says, fuck everything, fuck everyone but him. He's very selfish. It's all about Nikki Cavella, and that's the backstory of him. It's all about him. You know, to be fair to Nikki Cavella, he was very manipulated by his aunt, and also molested by his aunt, so it's a reason he's fucked up, but he's also just a psychopath. It's like he's reasons for even being a psychopath, but he was probably still already gone. I don't know if even if Auntie Mo didn't do that, I still think he comes out the way he is. Issue 3 is about the Punisher just going fucking crazy. There's a side plot with, of course, Catherine O'Brien and, her husband, William Roth, the guy from Mother Russia. He's back. He's back, and he's actually helping Nikki, by the way. Helping him. We'll get into that a little later. But yeah, that's a side plot. This main issue for issue 3 is about Punisher just going fucking crazy and on a rampage. He's killing so many people. He's killing so fucking many people. So many people, man. And it's got the police worried. It's got everybody worried. Like, this dude is losing his mind. Like, yes, the Punisher, he's killed criminals before, of course. He always kills this certain number. But he has tripled, maybe quadrupled it. He is going on a fucking slaughter rampage. He is killing everyone. Anyway, back to Rawlins, and Rawlins is here to take out the Punisher because of the generals, and this goes back to Mother Russia with the generals and Frank not getting along, and how Frank basically said, fuck that, I'm gonna do what I want to do, kept the girl alive. And of course Nick Fury still just takes me back to Nick Fury beating that fucking general's ass with the belt. I'm sorry, it was fucking hilarious. So I'm glad it came back up too. They brought it back up. Anyway, yeah, and so that's what he's here to do, and he teams up with Nikki Cavella. How they know each other? Well, they know each other because yeah, they've been fucking around and fucking each other, and yeah, that's how they know each other. The 4th issue starts out with showing the effects of what the Punisher has done, and the effects are that people do not want to rob anything. Like, they don't want to do any fucking type of crime. That he has instilled fear in everyone. They don't even want to fucking probably cross the street illegally. They don't want to jaywalk. They don't want to run a red light. He has instilled that much fear because he's gone crazy. He's killing so many people that they are like, I don't know if we should even commit a petty crime. Just petty theft. We don't know. Like, and to be fair, they probably could do it and get away with it. But also, to be fair, do you want to chance it? It's like, do you want to even fucking chance it with this dude killing all these people? The reason also Punisher is going crazy, besides what Nikki Cavella did, is that the police were not burying his family's body. They were not doing that. They were just not going to do it because of evidence and whatever. They were being stupid. Like, just bury the goddamn guy's family. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. You're just fucking with them. You're going to really poke the bear? So that's another reason. And eventually they just say, okay, we're going to bury his family. We're going to bury his family. He's killing too many people. He's going crazy. So let's just go ahead and do that. As far as Nikki and Rollins, they keep plotting on the Punisher, and the plan almost succeeds. It would have succeeded if Catherine O'Brien did not interfere and fuck it up. They were this close. Because the Punisher, yeah, he's very fearful and stuff, but he's also being reckless. And with him being reckless, this is the perfect time to actually get him, and they almost do. The bad thing is it fails, and now it wakes him up. He's no longer just full-on bloodlusted. And bloodlusted works when you're killing randoms and people who don't have a plan against you, but when it comes to people who actually can think, plot, plan, have military skills, have the skills to take you down, then you need to think. And that's what they're showing, is that, yeah, him being bloodlusted is probably still not the best version of Punisher. It will do the job for a little while, but it'll also get him killed very quickly. So the best version of the Punisher to actually get shit accomplished for a longer period of time is a more thoughtful Punisher. After the plan has failed, Nikki Cavella, he's still a very smart tactician. Like, he's able to still plan things. Like, he goes right after the Punisher after his plan fails. It's actually not a bad move, because the Punisher would not think that anyone would be coming after him, and that's exactly why he does. The thing is, he's still very careful. He doesn't just rush in and try to kill the Punisher knowing better. He says he's going to need more guys, this, that, and the other, and also leads to this interaction with him and Pitsie's sister. And Pitsie's sister is really having like the hots for basically Nikki Cavella, and it's obvious to everyone but him. But eventually, it's obvious to him, and he's just like, no. And to be fair, I'm sure he got flashbacks of his Auntie Mo and how she was molesting him when she was like grabbing on him and coming on to him. But yeah, Nikki Cavella, he plays this very strategically, and he does not just rush in, which is the right move in this situation. Also, they're able to capture Rollins. They got him, bring him back, and now the torture of Rollins begins to get more info from him, and also the government officials, who Frank does not plan to go after yet. He's trying to take down Nikki Cavella because, of course, he's the one who has pissed him off and started all this. Well, at least the Nikki Cavella part of the interaction. I'm sure Rollins would have came in eventually. Anyway, after the rejection, Teresa, Pitsie's sister, she goes and tries to go and kill them. Speaking of which, Catherine O'Brien was finally able to fuck the Punisher. I don't know if people wanted to, talk about that, but yeah, she finally succeeds. And yeah, she goes and tries to kill them basically while they're in the bed chilling. I mean, they're not fucking anymore. The fucking's done. They're just chilling. But yeah, she tries to go and kill them both. And this is a mistake. She almost succeeds, to her credit, but she's off rage and fury. And if she would have probably listened to Nikki Cavella, maybe they get them. Who knows? I mean, it seemed like Nikki had a good plan and it was working. Nikki has gone back to, of course, recruit other guys, and he did tell her to stay and don't go in there, but Teresa didn't listen. He goes back. The other guys, they're tired of being his pawns, which, fair enough. Smart decision that they made, because, yeah, fucking with him, you really are going to lose, because he's very fucking selfish. He will throw you all away. So they say, fuck that. And really, Nikki Cavella can't do shit about it, because all the bosses, they're dead. These guys are pretty much free on their own, so they can't do shit. And he has been fucking them over a lot. He's been just throwing them at the Punisher and not giving a fuck about them. So they're tired of his shit, and they say no. He heads back looking for her, and yeah, Teresa fucked Nikki Cavella up because he'd have gotten away. Anyway, eventually, the Punisher and Catherine O'Brien, they run into Nikki Cavella. They've gotten done with William Rollins. Now that they got the information from torturing him, they're going to make copies of the tape. And they just happen to run into him, and it's because, like I said, Teresa fucked him over. He wouldn't even been there. He'd have probably just been on the run. I don't know if they find him again, but he'd have definitely been in hiding. But also, Frank House was good at tracking him down, so maybe he eventually tracks him down. He tries to resort to anything he can, grabs a child, doesn't work. Frank Castle eventually just takes him into the woods, and y'all know how it goes. He begs for his life, this, that, and the other, and kills him in a very painful way, by the way, because he doesn't die for at least 2 days. So he's just in pain and torture for 2 days. He says a little bit more pain than most. I don't know. I think it's a lot more pain than most. Some of the kills have been quick and easy, but yeah, I'd say maybe a medium amount of pain. Not a little, but a medium amount of pain more so than others. Another thing that occurs is when they get back to the apartment, Roth is dead and Rollins has escaped. So it's a really fucked up way for Roth to go out. Like, he was trying to really just be away and done with it after the whole fiasco with Bethel, but he got dragged in and he paid for it. And it really affects O'Brien more so than the Punisher, because Punisher's like, whatever, but yeah, it was a sad way. It was really fucked up. And that is the end of Up is Down and Black is White. And that's showing Frank Castle and all of his brutality in this. As far as getting the issue out, I felt like it was quick in the middle, but the beginning and the end, that's where it kind of bogged down as far as getting it out and getting the issues done. As far as acting wise, Nikki Cavella was the only one we retained from that first one we did all the way in the beginning. The first arc, he's the only one who stayed on. I'm glad he was able to complete it. We had a different William Roth, different Catherine O'Brien, of course. So he was the only one to stay on from the whole thing, and I'm glad he was the only one. So big shout out to him and props to him, because he's the only one who stayed for throughout the whole character arc of him. There's no more Nikki Cavella. He's also been in Kitchen Irish, so he's been around. And I felt like, yeah, he played Nikki Cavella perfectly, very perfect. I know people praise the Punisher, as they should, as they should, but yeah, he did a pretty great job portraying Nikki Cavella and just showing how sadistic he is. The accent, all that, I think was just great. As far as William Roth, he had Crab Cakes do it, come in, and Catherine O'Brien, different Catherine O'Brien. So I feel like everyone did a good enough job with this. Just bogged down a little bit at certain points, but you know, we did the best we could. We had a bunch of different other voices come in for this, and as far as giving this issue a ranking, I'd say 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 just because I don't view it like that. I don't view it as perfect, iconic, but it's up there. This is a really good fucking Punisher story. Like, it really picked up. I know it wasn't big on Mother Russia, but this one right after, this was a really fucking good one to come out of. Like, this is when the Punisher Max, I think, really starts picking up too. I know people say Kitchen Irish, which Kitchen Irish was a good story arc, but I think it's this one, the next one, and then the next one. These three back to back. This is 18 issues of, to me, just really good storytelling by Garth Ennis. So these next 18 issues, well, we already done 6, so 12 more to go. See it about. Peace. See you in the Slavers.